left side. Every seat by the window. I need the whole back of the bus. Everybody, move over. You too. Slide your feet over. Everything by this window. I need this. All these seats. Move over. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Look. He deserve an EGOT, he hot, colored like a peacock. Idiot, slapper, scrapper, mad rapper, D-dot. Bad dopper, clapper, bad rapper. 3 shots, lethal weapons, lethal injections throughout your T-top. JFK smiling down through the treetops. Like hold your head, my nigga, wait for the beat drop. Old niggas wagging fingers like it's bebop. Cowboys and girls whistling world like it's teapots. My pen to make your arm heavy G-shot. While your mom trolling steady on the G.
Lights up, mics up. Let's get these likes up. Good morning, gang. This, that, and the third. Friday morning. Early Friday morning, I put breakfast on your table. How y'all doing out there? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Miss Hummus, what's going on? Chris Man, Couch Potatoes. How we looking? Bethany, Poison Ivy, how we doing? Sharon Tucker, the Scorpio 901, Nisi, Tiffany, Sir Fresh. All right. Did I say Joyce already? Salute to Joyce. Homebody, what's going on? What's going on? Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? How we looking out there? 2DC Bree, what's good? On Cali time. Hey, Nick Mac, T Boyd, Melanator. What's going on? The check-in is happening, man. Jackie Pearson, Positively Pepper Jones, Priscilla. What is going on? CNI, OGT Bella, we are rocking. Rocking, don't stop it. Gotta rock it, don't stop. Hey, bang, bang. What's the word, family? Damon, Elevated Gamer, K Jim. I'm just going to be honest. It is muggy as heck where I am right now. It is extremely muggy. Muggy, muggy, muggy. I will be wiping my face because it's just that kind of day. Tiff, Tiff. What's the word? Tom G, K Jim. Oh, K Jimma. What's going on, Princess? Man, listen. Tell me you about to go after What's the Dirt. Oh, yeah. No, listen. Positively Pepper. I got a video coming for What's the Dirt today. I didn't even want to address What's the Dirt last night. I got him. I'm going to get him today, though. I'm going to get him today. But, yeah, it's coming, right? I put up a video last night about my secret recording, how I do my concepts and my equipment and my studio and how long I've been doing this. I put it on my members only. So if you're a member, go check that video out. I talk about my process of how long I take to do some of these videos, how much thought I put into these videos. So yeah, I'm building something for What's the Dirt, right? I don't know if you guys know what's going on. I don't know if you know what's going on, but What's the Dirt put up a video about Drake hate channels, right? And I was the first channel that he put in his little Twitter soliloquy. But What's the Dirt is, I don't know if y'all know, Erykah Badu, she made a perfume about her body part. That's what What's the Dirt is. All right. So I got a video coming about What's the Dirt, right? Flacco, right? Purple Haze just hit it on the head. What's the Dirt? Flacco and other OVO hoes are attacking both Kendrick and Jay-Z. They are pushing falsehoods, targeting content creators. Please be careful. These people are sick. Yeah, I am careful. But the thing is, they're not going to stop nobody's opinion, right? Salute to Tiff. She said Jay Nolan got on him. I saw that too, right? The thing is, right now, this is what they do. They play. You guys know how the situation is. Throw rocks and hide your hands. Now everybody, we're in the era of victims, right? We're in the era of victims. Everybody's a victim. So now they're victims, and we're doing all the. We're the victimizers, I guess. I don't know, but I'm gonna get to What's the Dirt. But this now is not the time. Good morning to you. That's coming, right? But we working. Okay, I was on peacetime yesterday. I said I'm not dealing with what's the dirt today, but I'm gonna get to him. I'm gonna get to him. Okay, that's coming. All right, salute to the chat. Motley Crew in the building. Let's see who else tapping in. Poet. All right. DJ Maker say, got anything to say about Dean? I saw some awful Dean videos. Dean and Adrian Broner are always on the verge of fighting about the fist fight, this, that, and the third. They look awful as a couple. They look terrible. They're about to fight yet again. I just saw the video yesterday. I sat there and watched it with my mouth open, like he's really about to hit Dean over not paying for his own food. It's crazy. But it is what it is, right? Priscilla said, what's the dirt keeps coming back like a roach. That is a fact. So how the show sounding out there, gang? We gotta get this rolling. There's a lot going on. Girly Jock, what's good? You still out there in Paris? Girly Jock in the building, checking in. But gang, listen, there is so much going on. All right, Chaotic Karma checking in. Nessa Moon. It is so much going on. I don't even know where to start. So I'm gonna start at the start. I know you see the title of the video, and we're gonna get there. It's a lot going on with Jay-Z this morning, Akademiks, Rock Nation. But we're gonna start at the start. It is the 30th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. And Jay-Z is doing what he do. He's promoting it. He's taking I want to show you some video first of Jay-Z celebrating. He took over a train, right? He took over a train and used that as a sort of artistic expression of his let me see, the Reasonable Doubt 30th anniversary. So it's a lot going on. Let me start there so you guys can just understand what led to a lot of this stuff. All right. So I'm gonna try to show you this video real quick. And then we can keep it pushing. Let me add it real quick. Hopefully we don't get no nonsense going on with this video clip. Sometimes YouTube, sometimes this shit wants to act wacky. All right. So let me get to that super chat before we get going. Motley Crue salute, thank you for the super chat. Motley Crue said we should only refer to him as what's the dirt bag. I like it. So this is the clip. It's a short clip. I want to mute it because I do not want a copyright strike this morning. I am not getting a copyright strike. But this is a clip of Jay-Z's the train that he created to celebrate Jay-Z's 30th Reasonable Doubt, right? This video you're seeing right here is clips of that celebration, that movement. There are a lot more video clips on Twitter, but this is just a short one showing you the journey to that train and what ended up happening with that train in New York, in Brooklyn, right? That was a real train, and they had people go on that train, right? Jay-Z went on that train, and you didn't see him in that clip, but he did go on there, right? There may be more clips of that, but I'm not even gonna try to go crazy showing that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get to how we got to from there to this guy. So he celebrated Reasonable Doubt, and he had Charlemagne come down, different people come down and celebrate with him, right? And Okay, so here's another shot right here. Charlemagne looking through the reasonable doubt stuff. He's trolling academics, right?
Employee discount work. Rock Nation employee discount work.
Right, so they're shopping.
Taylor, where we at right now?
In the Jay-Z's pop-up shop.
The Jay-Z pop-up shop.
A lot of dope merch in here, right?
Yep.
See if my employee discount works.
This kind of was going on, and it was triggering a lot of people. But what had triggered people before that? Was there was a list, right? I don't know if you guys heard about this list, but there was a list that said they were talking about the best songs of the summer, right? And they named Jay-Z's Freestyle as one of the best songs of the summer, which I too have to say, what are you guys talking about? It's not even a song, right? Well, that got people worked up, including Akademiks. Okay? So we're going to get to that. But what's going on is Akademiks heard this. Akademiks is allegedly on vacation. So he went on a rant on vacation, drunk, went on Twitter, started killing Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Let me get to the super chat. Salute the Purple Haze. My fellow DC brother, these people are close to Trump. They are employing MAGA tactics against hip-hop media. That is 100% fact. 100% fact. CCs that criticize Drake, content creators, I believe they are paying to help propagandize Drake. It's all tactics we've seen used in politics in this country to get the MAGA guy where he is. They attack. Then when you respond, they turn you into the villain. It's cut and dry. We've seen it 100 times. They'll be just as nasty and mean as they want to be until you turn into that, and then they become the victims and they start to step back and say, "Whoa, look at these guys. Look how mean they are." Right? This has been a tactic for a long time. But I got something coming for What's the Dirt. Right? Good morning, Miss Tiny. So Akademiks got wind of this list. Let me see if I can find this list. Because there is a list out there. Inexplicably, I'm going to be honest, inexplicably saying that Jay-Z's Freestyle song, they're going to have to explain that one, is one of the songs of the summer. Right? It's not a song. It's not a song. They're going to have to explain that one. But Akademiks got wind of that. Forget it. Right? Oh, it's Billboard, of course. Of course. Billboard's trolling. And it worked because they really triggered a lot of people, including Akademiks. Let me get this up here. Right? Hip Hop All Day. Billboard have picked their best songs of 2026. And they put Jay-Z at number 7, right? SZA and Doechii, Get Up at number 13. Drake Shebang at 18. Bossman D-Lo, Motion Party at number 30. Don Toliver, E85. These are all the rap songs. These are all the rap songs that they picked. Don Toliver, E85 at 32. Good Flirts, Baby Keem with Kendrick and Momo Boyd at 36. A$AP Rocky and Brent Faiyaz, Stay Here for Life at 39. Juvenile and Megan Thee Stallion, BBB at 43. And Doechii and Lady Gaga, Runway at 50. Them having Jay-Z on this sent these people crazy. Crazy. And you are right, Chris, man. It is 100% rage bait. 100%. It is to do what it's doing to get people worked up. Quickie Sticky in the building. Rock Kitty, I see you. And it's working. HHSB said it's engagement bait. Salute to HH. It is 100% engagement bait. They do this every every 2-3 months, and it worked, right? Got the engagement they want. People rushed over there to criticize him, which is traffic. Now, Akademiks. Now we all know what happened last week. Akademiks declared war on Charlemagne, and then in a few days after Charlemagne pulled out the details of this situation with Akademiks TV and how they're on them about this RICO, allegedly about the RICO and other things that Akademiks TV, aka the Grand Wizard Chat Guy, aka George Wynn, he's getting pressed by, allegedly he's getting pressed by somebody in some type of agency asking him questions about money laundering, this, that, the third. We don't know exactly what, but he supposedly folded, and now he's pointing at Akademiks and Drake. So Charlemagne was telling Akademiks this, and Akademiks took offense to that because Charlemagne wouldn't tell him his source. According to Charlemagne, he said, I don't know who said it, but I'm telling Akademiks anyway, and I told him I'll get back to him. Akademiks took that as an offense, started to attack Charlemagne, but when Charlemagne dropped them details about Grand Wizard and he started getting a little too much info out there, right? Charlemagne backed down and tried to calm the situation, talking about, I got to get you on the phone with Grand Wizard Chat Guy, aka Akademiks TV. So Charlemagne and Akademiks TV are at odds, and Akademiks tried to throw rocks and hide his hand, pretend he had nothing to do with it. He said at this point, he can't call Akademiks off of, because Akademiks TV is on a full smear campaign of Charlemagne. So Akademiks claims he can't call it off, and he needs to get them on the phone to squash it. Well, we all know that Akademiks also said that he took the gloves off and told Akademiks TV, aka George Wynn, aka the Grand Wizard Chat Guy, that the gloves were off to attack Charlemagne with all he had. That went on for about 2 or 3 days until Charlemagne came back, started talking about George Wynn, and they started showing pictures that they could find him, and they served him papers for this lawsuit. So after that, Akademiks changed his tone, started trying to cop a plea with Charlemagne, trying to call for peace. Well, that didn't last long. That peace treaty didn't last long because when Jay-Z did this Rock Nation 30 thing, that triggered Ak. He's on vacation. But this list triggered him even worse because his newfound love for Drake, and I told you, Drake only has to do a couple things, and he has Ak undying loyalty. It only takes the smallest, most trivial things. Like last year, he called Akademiks on his own birthday. He texted Akademiks, and because him and Ak don't talk that much, because he doesn't really like Akademiks. Let's just be honest. He feels Akademiks is corny and silly, and he blows up spots like when he went on Akademiks went on the stream with him and Aiden Ross. Akademiks was real, very, very thirsty for Drake's attention. Drake went on the stream with Aiden Ross. Akademiks called into the stream, and when they saw that it was Akademiks, Drake was like, "What do you want?" Because he thinks he's annoying. So he does little stuff. So that word got out that you're not wanted. And then on that same, because he's embarrassing, and on that same stream, he told Drake, when you're performing, because Drake was supposed to do a show, he said, when you do my song, I'm going to run up on the stage like a little girl. He said this to him. So Drake actively stays away from him, but he does little stuff. So he called him, he texted him on his own birthday at midnight, around midnight. Akademiks was chilling somewhere, minding his business, drinking, drunk by himself. Drake texted him, "You up? What's going on? I can't get a happy birthday from my guy," right? This is 100% fact because Akademiks told the story. So at that point, Akademiks went right back on full-fledged, because he was dying down. It was getting, everybody could see that Ak was kind of getting cool on Drake because he wasn't getting the response from him, and Drake was hanging out a little bit too much with Aiden Ross. So he hit Ak up on his birthday, got him right back in the fold. I said, that's going to be worth a couple months. Well, forget that. That was small potatoes, because when this Iceman thing, he actually, for the first time in his entire life, he met Ak face to face, gave Ak a chain. Forget it. Ak has stopped and dropped everything he's been doing and went at any and every single thing that Drake is involved with. Anybody that says anything about Drake, like when Jay-Z dropped the freestyle, Akademiks dropped everything, went ham on Jay-Z. When Jay-Z dropped that freestyle at the Roots Picnic, he went crazy on Jay-Z for 2 weeks straight. So this is where we are. That was leading up to where we are. So he has an issue with everyone that even remotely defends Jay-Z, because right now he's at odds with Jay-Z because Jay-Z attacked Drake, according to Akademiks, with that freestyle, right? So I said all that to get here. Akademiks is on vacation, but he heard that they gave any kind of award to that Roots Picnic because freestyle. Because for one, the Roots Picnic freestyle, this is Drake. And everything attached to that freestyle, he's been trying to devolve and trying to diminish for the last 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, however long it's been. So he had already called a peace treaty on Charlemagne, but when this thing dropped, he attacked Jay-Z, Charlemagne, and everybody adjacent or close to Jay-Z. He's still going on it right now on Twitter. So let me get to this. We're going to get to this Akademiks attacks Jay-Z situation, right? And Lisa's sister, I am going to address what's the dirt. Trust me. It's coming. It is 100% coming. But I got to get to this guy first, right? We're going to read this article and have this conversation, because there's weird stuff going on, right? Weird stuff going on. Akademiks takes aim at Jay-Z, Rock Nation, and Charlemagne the God. This is on hotnewhiphop.com by Alexander Cole. Akademiks took to X on Wednesday evening, where he had a rant about the likes of Jay-Z, Rock Nation, and hip-hop media. DJ Akademiks is jumping on the Jay-Z and Rock Nation conspiracy theory train, and over the last few weeks has found himself at odds with one of his heroes, Charlemagne the God. As it turns out, Charlemagne's support of Jay-Z is at the center of this new feud. On Wednesday, Ak took to X after finding out Billboard ranked Jay-Z's Roots Picnic freestyle as the 7th best song of the year so far. This subsequently led to a lengthy rant from Ak, who alleged Rock Nation was paying for narratives. Quote, and Jay-Z has opened investigations into smear campaigns from fan pages, and Billboard gives that weak-ass freestyle best hip-hop song of the year? Yeah, Rock Nation might have to crumble. All they doing is trying to lie to us. We have eyes and ears and a brain. Jay-Z propaganda won't work, Akademiks wrote. Rock Nation finna pull a political alignment this year. They got all their puppets working hard. They calling any criticism smear campaigns. Do not be fooled. These people are evil. This is Akademiks, gang. Subsequently, Akademiks accused Charlemagne of engaging in a propaganda campaign of sorts. Furthermore, he commended Joe Budden for not falling into the alleged trap. Another quote, it hurt my heart watching hip-hop media idol Charlemagne spit Rock Nation talking points. I'm speechless. I was proud of Joe Budden, though. At least he not on script, even though he definitely love him some Hove. The rest of y'all shills, I don't care. Y'all voices ain't loud enough, right? He kept going. Kept going. To y'all paid Rock Nation shills, the point of y'all getting paid is for your narratives to actually be believed. Y'all spread narratives that we all looking at like, nigga, please get better quickly or Jay-Z gonna fire y'all. Y'all know how he get down. He likes results, right? So Akademiks full on crash out. Crashing out for Jay-Z. Now, I don't know if you know, but Akademiks is one of the worst spinners of narratives. He will spit the most unsubstantiated nonsense you have ever seen and has admittedly done so after being paid to do it. He has also said he's compromised many times, right? So end of the day, Akademiks is going to now try to call out other people for so quote unquote thinking that they're shills and compromised. Meanwhile, you are the biggest Drake shill on planet Earth. You live and die to jump in front of Drake's bullets before he even has a chance to even know that the guns went off. You're out there, you're waking up out of a dead sleep to be a shield. And the worst part about it, you don't even get paid because you claim he never pays you $1. So you're up all night drinking Henny defending Drake for free? Make it make sense, Act. Make it make sense, Act. You're up. You stopped your smear campaigns. You had a little baby smear campaign. You was in mid-campaign. You started, in the middle of that, you started a Charlemagne smear campaign. And when Ho dropped this freestyle, and all he said was, we looking at different charts, Drizzy. We looking at different charts. We're not the same. Because in Iceman, mind you, Jay-Z's not allowed to respond, I guess. Right? And yeah, question mark, beautiful Leo for free. Because he claims Drake don't pay him. Right? But with this freestyle, right? He said that he was responding to Drake because Drake talked about Hove on Iceman. And he said he'd rather take the dinner because Jay-Z can't teach him nothing. Right? Unprovoked attack. Mind you, I'm going to keep reminding you, Jay-Z had just defended Drake a few weeks ago. He said, I don't like what you guys did to Drake. And people get in my comments and say, how is that a defense charge? You keep saying that shit. He didn't defend him. How is that a defense? That is a defense. If 2 years later after the battle, this guy has claimed to suffer all these losses, and I am Jay-Z, my first interview in years, I sit down with Frazier Tharp and I say, I don't like what you guys did to Drake. Hip-hop is, but we're done with battles because the fans don't know how to act with it. The stands are they're too mean, and I think we may have done all we can with battle rap. Oh yeah, and by the way, graffiti's dead and breakdancing too. He came out, all of that stuff that Hove was thinking was derived from his observation of what we did to Drake for the battle, how we treated Drake, and he felt bad for him. So Jay defended Drake. He didn't have to say, I don't like what you did to Drake. He said it. Do not make me pull up the video, okay? So at the end of the day, Jay defended him a few weeks ago, and then Iceman was already done, so he dissed Jay on it. So Jay decided to get on offense, according to him, right? And he said what he said at the freestyle. Now, Akademiks had a smear campaign against Lil Baby, full on, because Lil Baby man claimed he smacked him. Oh, God, so Lil Baby must die, right? So he had a full-on campaign against Lil Baby. In the midst of that campaign against Lil Baby, I'm going to take Lil Baby out of here. He ended up getting into it with Charlemagne over Charlemagne giving him insider information that they were looking at him and Grand Wizard. So then he took on this Charlemagne beef, told Akademiks TV the gloves are off. So then when this freestyle dropped, right? When the freestyle dropped, he jumped he dropped everything he was doing to attack Jay-Z for hours on end. For a guy he claims he's not getting paid to. He doesn't get any money for the Drake stuff. So you're doing this, according to you, for free. Hours. He made Akademiks TV drop all the smear campaigns and focus 100% on Jay-Z, but he claims he can't control him. Right? This is all. I don't understand how stupid he sounds. He don't understand. Only stupid people think that Ak is honest. Because Ak would tell himself in the very next sentence. I can't control Akademiks TV. He does what he wants. It's out of my hands. I gotta get you and George on the phone, Charlemagne, so we can end this. Then he goes the next day and tells him to aim all guns at Jay-Z for Drake. But he's calling Akademiks a shill. And he's calling these other content creators, Elliot Wilson, B. Dot, Wayno, Joe Budden. He's saying they're all Rock Nation shills. But he's not a shill, apparently. He used the specific word compromise in regards to Jay-Z, but apparently, not in regards to Charlemagne. But he's not compromised. When he spends hours defending, no matter what Drake says and does, he's defending him. And anybody who says anything about it. So it's just weird shit. It's weird stuff, gang. Okay? weird things going on. So that was the attack on Jay-Z and allegedly the content creators. Gang, I tell you, they have these meetings, gang. You can see this from a mile away. They have these meetings. They have them through Zoom. I talk about the Zoom meetings all the time. But they've upgraded it now to Twitter Spaces meetings too. And I'm sure they got a secret Reddit. I'm sure. Because it's too many people to get these words out. But now the word is, we got to attack everybody that seemingly attacks Drake. But we got to start getting at the lower level, the underbelly of this thing, which is the content creators. That's why you slowly seeing me and others, right? Big Zoe, and Jay Nolan, and what's chilling with Moni. Quite a few of us are getting attacked. So now the thing is, we gotta neutralize those content creators. And I did a video a couple days ago where Homeboy went on my post. He reshared my video, one of the Drake stands, and said he tagged Akademiks and Akademiks TV. He said, enough of this F-N word. Dig up all his dirt. We will post it. And that's how they're feeling, right? Salute to Chilling with Moni in the building. How many lessons does this bozo need to learn? So now they're on a campaign to neutralize the content creators. Because Jalopy told you last year, we make these things move. We make these, and they're not narratives, they're real, they're true. But we make these things, we keep them in the zeitgeist. A lot of these people that watch our channels, they don't understand sometimes how the culture is feeling. When you get in our comments and you hear us speak, the culture's right there in your face. So now what I told you, it's been 2 years, they've been trying to kill that word culture. And guess what the first word that What's the Dirt says in his new video, when he shows me first, he says, these guys supposedly represent the culture. But they're so negative, they don't do anything positive for the culture. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to What's the Dirt. But it's been an attack on culture for at least 2 years now. Because that culture is that we're the quote unquote gatekeepers of this thing, and we keep it pure and we remind people of what it's supposed to be. So now they got to take us out and that word culture. They tried to take the word culture out for it's been a while, but it hasn't been working like they wanted. So now, because we keep saying it, so now they got to take us out. So now there's a concerted effort to take out the content creators now. That's why What's the Dirt made this video the other day, right? I'm sure he saw my video clowning him, right? I made a video clowning him because he was saying Iceman is love and GNX is hate. So now he's on this soapbox where everything that they do over there is love. Gang, I can't make this up. He literally said that Iceman was love and GNX was pure hate. So now he's on some type of, I don't know if this guy's on some Jesus Christ. I don't know who he is or who he's supposed to be. But now we're hate too. And they've coined this phrase, Drake hate channel. So I'm going to address all of that. But that's where we are. They have to actually take us out. And Girly Jock is right. What's the Dirt needs to keep culture out of his vocabulary. But they have to say it because he's 100% not a part of it at all. Remotely a part of it. He is a 100% outsider, a document. He's a guy that documents things. He can read this. He can read Google and read situations, put a nice package on it, put pictures in it, videos. He can conceptualize it from start to finish. He's very good at that. And that's how we got all the subscribers, this, that, and the third. But he used to do exactly what we do. He used to look at social media, look at the urban content of what's going on with hip hop, and he would dive right in. That's why his name is What's the Dirt. He was doing the same exact thing we were doing. But he started this Drake grift because we ran him out of hip hop because of how we handled that Kendrick and Drake thing. We ran him up out of here. He was off YouTube for a couple months. He realized that's too much money to walk away from. So I need to pick a side. The Kendrick fans will never accept me. I'll never be accepted over there. The Drake fans are mad right now, but if I schmooze Drake for a couple weeks, then they'll be on my side, and that's exactly what he did. So he started smoozing Drake, and then he became Drake's best friend, and allegedly Drake is following him in his inbox. Now he got access to the whole team over there. But we're gonna get the What's the Dirt later today. So now they're trying to bring down the content creators, okay? But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So Akademiks, they got a whole team over there. They got Act, they got Flacco, they got What's the Dirt. It is a whole team working tirelessly. And they get a lot of followers because half the followers following them hate them, right? Half of them hate them. But it doesn't matter. Once you amass a certain amount of followers, you get a certain amount of power. And when I get to What's the Dirt, I'm going to remind him that you do realize as soon as you got in with that Drake camp, they lied to you and ruined your reputation. And you were very upset about that. But it doesn't matter to him. He wants to be included in the conversation. Right? But I'm gonna get to What's the Dirt, trust me. So we're gonna move from this story because we've already talked about Akademiks. We know what's going on with Act. Act is full of crap. He's swinging out and lashing out with everybody. He's playing the nice guy, and everybody's out to get him. Rock Nation, the Dastardly Rock Nation, da da da. It's all a grift. Flacco even went on his video this morning talking about Akademiks killed Charlemagne and Charlemagne's in the pocket of Rock Nation. So Flacco wants that Drake recognition too. He claims he's unbiased, but he got a whole video talking about Kendrick is a gangbanger and in on Draco to rule his death and all this stuff. So Flacco is desperately trying to get that Drake stamp of approval. And Drake is giving out these stamps of approval. He's going around to different people. He click and follow on your Twitter. That's people's stamp of approval. Right? Jay Roebuck just got followed by Drake. So now he's all in grifting for Drake. And I had to hit him with my video, this, that, and the third. We'll see what he responds. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not responding to Jay Roebuck in response to me. I already know what the video going to do. He's going to do more shucking and jiving for Drake. So I did my video. Jay Roebuck is compromised. He can make whatever video he wants. I'm not talking about it no more. All right, end of the day. So I'm moving on. It is what it is. I don't have no problem with Jay Roebuck, but I had to call it what it is. He's compromised. Okay, so end of the day, let's keep this pushing. There's some people in this chat like, I don't even know who none of these people are. Some people like, who are we talking about? So I'm going to keep it pushing to the morning news, right? That was just a little touch up of what's going on. But guess what, gang? I don't know if you know what's going on with this Pooh Shiesty thing. Pooh Shiesty, the rapper, who allegedly robbed his label owner, Gucci Mane, right? Not to be confused with Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. We talk about Gucci Mane, the rapper. And we all heard that he robbed him, and we all heard most of us heard Gucci Mane's record pretty much saying that he got robbed by Pooh Shiesty, right? Hence the reason people wear Pooh Shiesty masks, because of Pooh Shiesty. Well, there was back and forth about if he really did it and if Gucci is the only witness. Will his father telling him? Well, allegedly, they have video and photos of the robbery, and they put it up. Now let me get to it because I want to show you these. They have pictures of him actually having a weapon on Gucci Mane, and there's a video right here that I'm going to play. Right, I have it right here. I want to show this because I don't think Shiesty's going to get out of this one because of what they have on him in regards to video footage. Now, right here, let me get to this. Let me get to this. Let's see if this is going to work. It's acting weird. So I'm going to have to share the screen for you guys. I'm going to have to share the screen for you guys to show you this video clip. But there is a video. And it's acting wonky. Acting wonky. Bang bonky. Here we go. I'm going to, let me see, do I show this? Is that how I do it? All right. I'm going to show you this video. and we're gonna get to it. This is the actual video describing the Pooh Shiesty situation in real time. And we're gonna watch this really quickly. All right. Let me see what we got.
New this morning, the federal government says rapper Pooh Shiesty is simply too dangerous to be out on bond. The rapper's real name is Lontrell Williams Jr. He is asking to be released on bond ahead of his trial. You may remember he and 8 other men, including his father, are accused in the January robbing and kidnapping of his record label owner, Gucci Mane. The other defendants, including Shiesty's father and rapper Big 30, they're already out on bond. But here's this new filing. Prosecutors argue Shiesty should not be allowed out under any circumstances. They say no condition of release can protect the community or witnesses against Williams Jr. from the danger he poses. It goes on to say the danger here is concrete. Williams Jr. himself has shot at least 2 people. He leads a Memphis street gang of about 100 members. Excuse me, they say he's a man who could summon an armed entourage at will. And they contend he did just that in Dallas in January. We'll let you know what the judge decides. The trial is set for February.
So that video, they had showed that they were supposed to have the pictures of him with that robbery. But there are pictures. This is okay. This is it right here. Let me grab these pictures for you real quick. I got the pictures right here. The feds are showing, I don't know how these pictures got out, but they actually have pictures of him with the weapon in his hand and Gucci standing there with him openly holding a weapon. It says unsatisfied with merely obtaining the written release of contract, Williams announced that he wanted to film RD, and Wright Jr. recorded RD on his cell phone, stating that Pooh Shiesty dropped from 1017. All the while, co-defendant DeMarcus Glover, who had entered the recording room as the altercation ensued, blocked the door holding a Draco. Right? So this is from the court documents. This is from the court documents. That is part of what the feds are alleging. And they're saying what it sounds like in that document, they recorded this themselves. Gang, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. It says he recorded on his cell phone that Gucci said Pooh Shiesty is dropped from 1017. And his man blocked the door. Gang, this is a hell of a development. It is a hell of a development. Nessa said, I believe those are from CCTV. They have others from CCTV, but this apparently, so it looked like the guy got more footage than he was supposed to, because I don't think you want to show him with the gun saying he's dropped from the label. I think the picture on all the way to the far right is him standing with Pooh Shiesty, no weapon, and he's like he's dropped from. They actually, gang, how daft are you? How daft are you? Yeah, Pooh Shiesty's dropped from the label. And somehow that's going to hold up in court. Who was supposed to see this? Gang, are the feds lying, gang? Come on, gang. Who was supposed to see this? Talk to me, gang. Talk to me. Salute the girly jock for the super chat. I'm about to board my flight home to Atlanta. Excited to get back to my regular Charles watching routine. Shout out to Charles and the mods and the best chat. See you on the next live next week, Monday. This is the last live of the week. We made it, mama. I made it. Thank you, girly jock, for the super chat. I appreciate you, right? And the yellow hearts, right? There's another super chat up here I didn't get to. Sorry, Lisa's sister. Appreciate you. Thanks, Charles. We always love your great commentary. Thumbs up to this live. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I hope I didn't bore you with too much academics and what's the dirt talk. All right, but who was supposed to see this video? Was this his proof? Was this some kind of ghetto proof that he indeed dropped me? Guys, if you don't believe there's a video, guys, sometimes you just gotta say, you know what? Niggas got what they deserve, gay. I'm not a guy that's big on people going to prison. I'm not that guy. But you gotta do something to belong. And sometimes they gotta sit you down, right? I wish there was another way to rehabilitate except for extreme certain circumstances. But sometimes you just gotta sit down, okay? Shiesty got a low-key sit down. Yeah, this is what you call institutionalized. I guess he wanted proof if the streets ever claimed he was capping about robbing Gucci, damn ASF. That too. But you can't have it on video no matter what. Remember the movie? All right, remember the movie Menace to Society, right? Remember the movie Menace to Society, right? When who was it? What was homeboy's name? What was homeboy's name? Was it Loco? What was his name? When he robbed the Chinese store, the liquor store, and he took the videotape out of the VCR with them robbing and killing the lady. What you say about my mama, right? This Menace to Society. Lorenz Tate played goddamn, what was his name? I can't remember his name in the movie. Everybody knows this guy's name in the movie. But he took the videotape out of the VCR, and he took it with him. But he didn't destroy it. Right? Somebody in the comment, oh dog. There you go, Tom G. Old dog. One of the greatest characters in black cinema, right? Old dog. Tom G got it. Chris Man got it. Old dog. Old dog took the videotape out of the VCR, right? Miss Tiny, everybody knows old dog. I had a brain freeze. Old dog. He took the videotape out of the VCR, right? And then remember, F-word Chauncey got the video. Oh, that's just F-word Chauncey, right? Chauncey got the videotape because old dog used to watch it every day. Chauncey got salty with old dog and ended up using that videotape against him because the videotape had the crime of him shooting the Asian woman. What you say about my mama? I feel sorry for your mother, right? Shot her, took the videotape home, was watching it every day. Well, Chauncey took the videotape, I believe he gave it to the cops, and they was looking for old dog. You don't record your crime, and if you do have evidence of your crime, you destroy the evidence, right? What was homeboy saying? You ain't destroy it? Well, end of the day, this is worse because they recorded it themselves and didn't destroy it, right? Regal said Chauncey got mad and soft and snitched. Well, Chauncey was always a hater from the beginning of the movie. Anybody who haven't watched that movie, I implore you to go watch that movie. Menace to Society is a great movie, right? Great movie, great work. You almost had Tupac in there, but Pac blew it up. He blew it up. So we didn't get Pac. Pac was supposed to play the conscious brother, right? Pac was supposed to play what was homeboy name? That's the conscious brother. He was like on some Muslim 5%. Pac was supposed to play that role. But Pac didn't like, he wanted more character development for that role. Right? He wanted more character development. He wanted to have a whole backstory. They were like, we're not giving them the whole backstory. He that dude in the hood that plays the conscious rap. He's on some don't eat pork. He's that guy. We don't need to explain more. Pac was like, nah, I need more for this guy. I need to get more into the character. And he started having problems with the Huge Brothers, which ended up leading up to him beating them up, getting them jumped. Sharif, right? The character was Sharif. Pac was supposed to play Sharif. And he was like, okay, he really wanted to play, I think he was going to play Old Dog. But I believe they was like, we're not going to typecast you because you're already playing Homeboy and Juice. You're already playing him, right? So we're not going to keep typecasting you. Maybe somebody, either him or the other guy. But they were like, we're not going to typecast you, have you keep playing these kind of characters. So they wanted to give him Sharif. Well, Pac didn't really want to play Sharif, but he really liked the Hughes brothers, and they had directed his videos, this, that, and the third. So what happened was he got mad and he was coming to the thing. Like, there's a whole lot going on with Pac. Because Pac was kind of upset that the role they tried to give him. So he was like, if I'm going to play Sharif, then you got to tell his whole backstory, how he got to be this, that, and the third, right? So he ended up not being Sharif. The guy that played Sharif did a very good job. I like the character Sharif. Everybody knows a Sharif in the hood. Everybody knows Muslim-like, 5%-like. He's black power, this, that, and it's very conscious. He don't play no, you know what I'm saying? He don't play no hardcore rapping in this thing. So everybody knows a Sharif in the hood, all right? A Bishop, right? He played Bishop in Juice. And they didn't want another Bishop, right? So, and Chris Man is right. Bishop took over Pac, right? It is what it is. So, end of the day, I say all that to say, there's not supposed to be video footage of you doing your crime. Well, these guys didn't get that message because they recorded it themselves allegedly, according to this paperwork presented in the case by the prosecution. So, long story short, this is bad, real bad for Pooh Shiesty. And I don't know if this guy is just comfortable being inside because he wasn't even out that long before he went back in for this crime. And I get it. Some guys are institutionalized and this is how they're raised. So they do this kind of stuff because they react first, think later. So this is what he did. And I said this, and I'm going to say it again. I don't think he went there to do this. He went there to check the temperature, to get dude to let him out of, finally let him out of a bad contract, which was bad according to him and his dad. But I 100% believe he went there to see if he could do a last-ditch effort to talk some sense first. Then if he don't, then we're going to do whatever. I don't think, like, people think he just went there to rob him. No, I think he said, we're going to go there. We're going to take this contract. This is the last time I'm talking about it to this guy. He not listening. He probably was condescending. We know Gucci Mane is arrogant. He probably was condescending, trying to lure bro him, right? Let's just be honest. But I don't think that I think the guy is institutionalized, and I think he do make rash decisions. But I think he went there, last chance. Let me just talk to him. We could both see the contract not conducive to me. Let me talk to him. I'm gonna bring my dad. My dad can smooth this over. None of that worked, right? None of that worked. Gucci Mane was probably like, let's just get this verse done, get out of here. We'll talk about this another time. He's like, man, I keep asking you about this. You're not responsive. And allegedly, he had supposedly had other offers, right? I'm gonna leave it at that, from other guys in other labels who are promising him this, but they probably gonna do the same shit to him. Let's just be honest. So at the end of the day, Nessa said, nope, he went there to do that. It's all laid out. They had a plan. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I like to try to give benefit of doubt. I think he went there, try to talk to him. Dude ain't do it. It's like, oh, bang, then let's take it there then. Bang, bang, bang. So it is what it is. We'll see. We'll see. Homebody, we talking about Gucci Mane. They got footage of him with guns with Pooh Shiesty. They got guns on Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane is standing there with his hands in pocket saying that Pooh Shiesty has been effectively dropped from 1017. All right? It is what it is. Last but not least, before we get out of here, I know you people from Atlanta are excited about this. This is going to float you guys' boat because Future finally confirms the date for Pluto Summer, his new album. He has a new album coming out. Girly Jock says she's going back to Atlanta, so I know you guys, I know you are excited about this. Future's new album is about to be released, and people are even speculating that Drake may even be on this album. He might, right? I might. Let me read this article. We're going to talk about this, but you guys get ready. Get excited because your boy is coming. Now, I am not a huge Future guy. I'm just gonna be honest. I hear you guys saying the real big three. Future should have been in that convo, right? Future's the real big three. Why you don't talk about Future? A lot of Atlanta people say that. Be honest. Why you guys never put Future in the conversation? He's the real big three, right? Well, for all you guys that are excited, you're waiting on this album. It's coming. Let's talk about it. This article is on hotnewhiphop.com by Erica Marie. The Real Me was announced earlier this month and now speculated that Future's album will arrive sooner than we think. Future has confirmed the release date for The Real Me, but that hasn't stopped speculation from building. Shortly after announcing the project on June 15th, reports began circulating online that the Atlanta rapper's next studio album could arrive sooner than later. This week, a rumor release date surfaced on X and has since spread across social media. Future returned to publicly confirm it. The Real Me will arrive on July 10th, but fans are still waiting for Future's official rollout. When The Real Me is released, it will mark Future's first solo-length project since Mixtape Pluto in 2024. Yet that doesn't mean he's been absent. Over the past 2 years, Future has remained one of rap's most in-demand collaborators, appearing alongside artists such as Young Thug, Lil Baby, Playboi Carti, Lisa, Molly Santana, and Drake, while continuing to dominate conversations without releasing a full solo project. All right. Will Future and Drake reunite? One of Future's most talked about appearances in recent years came on the Like That chart-topping collaboration with Kendrick and Metro Boomin that helped you ignite the biggest rap feud in recent memory. The record fueled speculation that Future's relationship with Drake had deteriorated beyond repair, only for the two to reunite on Drake's Iceman, quieting rumors that the longtime collaborators had prematurely gone their separate ways. Whether The Real Me addresses any of that speculation remains to be seen, but anticipation surrounding the project is running high. So, there you have it. They have a release date, allegedly, apparently, and Future has allegedly, apparently confirmed that release date. I see comments in the chat like whoop-dee-doo, right? Whoop-dee-doo. Now, Atlanta may be forming like Voltron, gang. Atlanta may be forming like Voltron because Kendrick effectively put the kibosh on a lot of things out of Atlanta, and for a while it was tough for them to get stuff going. They may be like Thug said, let's get back together, gang. We stronger together. Let's make music together. So you may see a lot of Atlanta guys on that album. You may see a lot of Atlanta guys on Future's album because they got to restore the feeling. You guys are out here calling them, Akademiks calling them snitch, Lana, and all this stuff, this, that, and the third. Your Music Diva is here, said, I'm good. I'm saving my money for the Casino Deluxe. V Forbes said, people been saying Drake was missing from hip-hop. It was really Future. Drake dropped over 100 songs since the end of the battle, and I'm not a Future guy either. All right? Let me see what else going on. Homebody said, that album better sound like he out of rehab. That's what Homebody said. He needs rehab. Let me see. Chris Man said, we left Future in 2024. Miss Tiny said, the title of their collab is proof enough that he's still hurt. That's a fact. Run to Atlanta. This guy quotes this thing nonstop. I got a video coming about this Iceman and all them quotes and what I really think is going on. Elevated Gamer says, so he appeared alongside other trash rappers. Nice. So you guys get excited, right? I personally, gang, and this is no slight, it's not about me. I have never listened to a full Future album, and unless I'm trapped or something, probably never will. Just gonna be honest. All right. Who said T.I. was in the chat? a land informant like Mumbletron. You guys are mean. Chris said Atlanta needs a whole reset. K. Jimma said Future's definitely still a thing in music, but he's not going to be for those who want substance in rap and not an N-word rapping like he on substances. They still got a market for that. Let's just be honest. There's a market, but rap has changed. People want you to say something. There's been a lot of rappers saying something. It's going to be hard to go back to that. I'm just going to be honest, right? Maybe he can loan BBL Droopy some money to catch up on his bills. That's a whole nother thing. Cat's out of the bag on that one. A lot of people are using the word rich poor or cash poor in regards to what Drake is going on right now with OVO. We've already talked about that. Nessa Moon said, "Don't care about Future." T.I. dropped, okay, and T.I. was in the chat. Apparently, I was trying to find that comment. Real Spitter's back, said Future is the GOAT. Right? That's that Atlanta talking. King Kale said, "I'm from Georgia, but I'm not. I'm very ashamed of Atlanta artists. Love T.I.'s new album, though. T.I. been spitting, but T.I. said something crazy that the verse is just for broke people. We're going to get to that. We already got to that, to be honest. He explained himself, but it still was out of pocket. K. Jimmer said, Future can do him, though, because Dot drops all these albums, getting a little broad. And Beautiful Leo said, they are praying Future can pull them back up by his coattails. All right, so I think we got to everything today. Everything in the titles, everything that's pretty much that you can cover in an hour. All right. I appreciate you guys watching. Done Deal said that T.I. was in the third verse. Salute this company, man. He was in the third verse chat yesterday. So salute. Hopefully that's true. Miss Tiny said something. We all want a new Outkast record. I think a lot of us guys would give a lot if we can actually get Dre and Big Boy to get back in that studio and give us a record. We would love that. All right, so gang, listen. It's that time, sadly, that the show is ending. I need you guys to head over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. Black dash, put a dash in it. Yeti, Black Yeti, Black-Yeti. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental U.S., okay? I got a Patreon account. I just put up a new video over there. My recording secrets, I put it on my YouTube channel too. I did a whole breakdown of how I record, what I use to record, my concepts, how I process, and how I got to this point, how I started, how many years I was doing this, and more, what I learned to get better at this. I watch a lot of YouTube instructional videos to make your channels better. I did a lot of that, and I stopped for a couple years and got back into it. So I did a whole video. It's a members only video, so lock into that. Watch that video, and you know, it's if you're interested in my journey in this space. All right, I'm out of here. Real Spitter said, y'all gonna respect Atlanta. Y'all better respect Atlanta. Spitter's out here with the mean face. He's like, y'all better, all three of y'all, right? All three of y'all better put some spec on his name. All right, salute. So listen, man, I'm out of here. I'm going to have some stuff coming. All right. And Spitter said, stop hating on Atlanta and the A and appreciate. I don't think we hating, gang. I'm going to be honest. That's the new thing. I'm going to get to that because everybody, you can't give opinions no more unless you're hating. All right. Salute, Sir Fresh. Spitter said, salute, Sir Fresh said, salute. Spitter said, keep going, Charles. I'm out of here, gang. I appreciate you. Poison Ivy, Couch Potatoes, V Forbes, Bethany, No Handle. We had a lot of people in the chat. I appreciate everybody that tapped in with me. Okay. Peanut Butter Tim's video, go run that up. That's on my channel. And what else we got? Shit, we're gonna get back to I keep saying we're gonna get back to the What Show. I keep saying that. But every week it's been crazy. Like it's been something just we've been on some grown man shit. Like we went out, all three of us went out. We went out to eat. Was it Sunday? Down in Newport, had a great day. But we've been like tired, man. Like it's been a lot, it's been a real crazy, it's been just real hectic for us, gang. I'm just gonna be honest. So we're gonna get back on our thing. We're gonna get back on our thing. All right. So and on that note, man, I appreciate you guys watching. I got something coming for these guys today. I might go ham and just start hitting all these dudes all day, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Either I'm gonna chill out and you ain't gonna see nothing, or I might just bomb on these guys. I'm bomb on these fools or some Bishop and Old Dog. All right, but gang, listen, I'm out of here. I appreciate everybody. It's Friday. Got to get down on Friday. So I will see you guys Monday. I respect you guys, and I love y'all, man. It is what it is. I'm gonna catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
I need the whole left side. Every seat by the window. I need the whole back of the bus. Everybody, move over. You too. Slide your feet over. Everything by this window. I need this. All these seats. Move over. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Look. He deserve an EGOT, he hot, color like a peacock. Idiot, slapper, scrapper, mad rapper, D-dot. Bad dopper, clapper, bad rapper. 3 shots, leap the weapons, lethal injections through off your T-top. JFK smiling down through the treetops. Like hold your head, my nigga, wait for the beat drop. Old niggas wagging fingers like it's bebop. Cowboys and girls whistling world like it's teapots. My pen to make your arm heavy G-shot. While your mom trolling steady on